The Super Bowl 60 isn't just a football game. It's the most watched event in the United States, and this year, it's become a mirror for America's cultural and political divides. While millions tune in for the action on the field, the halftime show and surrounding festivities reveal deeper tensions simmering beneath the surface. From music choices to guest appearances, every detail sparks debate, reflecting how entertainment and sports are intertwined with the country's identity struggles. In 2026, the Super Bowl is more than a championship. It's a snapshot of two Americas, each with its own vision of what the nation should represent. Picture this. During the Super Bowl, two halftime shows are happening at the same time, each representing a very different slice of America. On one side, Bad Bunny takes the main stage, bringing Latin music and culture to millions of viewers. Meanwhile, the Mega Camp hosts its own all-American halftime show online, aiming to spotlight traditional values in country music. These parallel events aren't just about entertainment. They highlight the deep cultural and political divides running through the country. It's a real-time snapshot of how even the biggest sporting event can turn into a battleground for identity and values. Bad Bunny isn't just a singer, he's a global phenomenon. Born in Puerto Rico, he quickly rose from local fame to dominating international charts, thanks to his unique blend of reggaeton, trap, and pop. His music, all in Spanish, has shattered language barriers and made him the most streamed artist worldwide for several years running. But Bad Bunny's influence goes way beyond music. He's become a symbol of hope and cultural pride for millions, using his platform to champion diversity and challenge stereotypes. Whether it's through his bold fashion choices or outspoken activism, he's redefining what it means to be a pop icon in today's world. Bad Bunny isn't just a superstar, he's become a symbol of hope for millions. Fans from all walks of life see him as someone who bridges cultures and generations, especially in times when the world feels uncertain. His music, rooted in Puerto Rican heritage and sung entirely in Spanish, resonates with people searching for belonging and unity. Listeners often share stories about how his songs help them feel seen and connected, whether they're dancing with grandparents or navigating their own challenges. For many, Bad Bunny represents the idea that you can embrace your identity and still be part of something bigger, inspiring optimism even when things seem tough. Let's break down Bad Bunny's track Nueva York. This song isn't just catchy, it's packed with meaning. The intro samples a classic salsa tune from the 1970s celebrating the Puerto Rican community living in New York. By blending old-school rhythms with modern beats, Bad Bunny highlights the cultural roots and generational connections of Puerto Ricans in the city. It's a nod to their history, their struggles, and their impact on American culture, all wrapped up in a song that bridges past and present. Bad Bunny's music isn't just about catchy beats, it's a bridge between generations. By sampling classic salsa tracks from the 1970s and weaving them into his modern hits, he connects grandparents who danced to these songs decades ago with their grandchildren discovering them today. This approach highlights the rich Puerto Rican heritage, showing how cultural traditions can evolve while staying relevant. It's a reminder that music can be both a celebration of history and a way to unite families across age gaps. Bad Bunny's style makes old sounds feel fresh, keeping the spirit of Puerto Rico alive for everyone. Bad Bunny isn't just a music superstar, he's also become a powerful voice in American politics. He's been outspoken against Donald Trump's immigration policies, calling out the way Latino communities are often marginalized or stereotyped. Through his lyrics and public statements, Bad Bunny champions unity and dignity, reminding everyone that being American can mean embracing diverse cultures. His activism goes beyond the stage, as he pushes for recognition and respect for Puerto Rico and all Latino communities in the United States. For many fans, he represents hope and a call for a more inclusive society. Bad Bunny isn't just a global pop star, he's also a passionate advocate for Puerto Rico. The island has a unique political status. It's a U.S. territory, so Puerto Ricans are American citizens, but they don't have voting rights in presidential elections and lack full representation in Congress. This odd arrangement fuels ongoing debates about independence and recognition. Bad Bunny uses his platform to highlight these issues, pushing for greater respect and visibility for Puerto Rican culture and rights. His music and activism remind us that identity and belonging are more than just legal definitions. They're about pride, history, and the fight for a fair voice. Bad Bunny has become a powerful symbol for American diversity, showing that you can be fully American while embracing another culture. His music and public statements highlight the multicultural reality of the United States, especially for communities like Puerto Ricans who contribute so much to the country's identity. This stands in sharp contrast to the exclusive vision promoted by the MAGA camp, which often resists cultural plurality. By singing in Spanish and celebrating his roots, Bad Bunny challenges the idea that American identity has to fit a single mold. Instead, he invites everyone to see America as a place where different backgrounds and stories come together. Let's rewind a bit to understand why tensions between Donald Trump and Puerto Rico have been so intense. During Trump's presidency, the island faced not just devastating hurricanes, but also a series of political slights, like the infamous moment when Trump tossed paper towels to hurricane victims, which many saw as deeply disrespectful. Puerto Rico's unique status means its residents are American citizens, but they don't get a vote in Congress, adding to feelings of exclusion. Enter Bad Bunny. He's become a cultural force, using his music and platform to push back against these humiliations and stand up for Puerto Rican pride. By embracing his roots and speaking out, Bad Bunny has turned himself into a symbol of resistance and hope for many who feel sidelined. The Super Bowl isn't just about football. It's also a stage for cultural and political debates. This year, Bad Bunny's halftime performance turned the spotlight on issues of representation and visibility for minority communities. As the first solo Latino artist to headline the show, he celebrated Puerto Rican culture and Latin music, sparking both praise and controversy. Some political groups saw his performance as a challenge to traditional American values, while others viewed it as a powerful statement for unity and diversity. In the end, the event highlighted how major entertainment moments can reflect and even shape broader social conversations in the United States. While Bad Bunny was lighting up the Super Bowl halftime stage, the conservative camp wasn't sitting quietly. Turning Point USA, a group known for its MAGA-aligned activism, hosted an alternative event called the All-American Halftime Show. Their headliner, Kid Rock, a country rock star with a reputation for stirring things up. This counter show was streamed online at the same time as the main event, aiming to celebrate traditional American values like faith, family, and freedom. But the performance faced its own challenges, including criticism for lip-syncing issues, highlighting just how divided cultural tastes and politics have become in America. Kid Rock is an American musician who first made waves in the late 1990s, blending country, rock, and hip-hop into a unique style. Over the years, he's become known not just for his music, but also for his outspoken political views. Kid Rock has embraced his role as a cultural icon for the conservative right, especially among supporters of Donald Trump. He often uses his platform to champion themes like patriotism, individual freedom, and traditional values, making him a favorite at MAGA rallies and events. His journey from chart-topping artist to political figure shows how music and politics can intersect in the American cultural landscape. Let's break down the numbers and symbols behind Bad Bunny and Kid Rock. Bad Bunny is a global superstar, topping streaming charts with billions of listens and dominating playlists worldwide. After his Super Bowl halftime show, his streams in the US jumped by 175%, with 23 songs landing in the global top 100. Kid Rock, meanwhile, has a strong following in the American country and rock scene, but his reach is mostly domestic and nowhere near Bad Bunny's international influence. Symbolically, Bad Bunny represents multicultural America and pushes for unity, while Kid Rock stands for a more traditional conservative vision. Their contrasting popularity and messages highlight the cultural divide playing out across the US today. When people think of country music, they often picture a single old-school style tied to conservative values. But that's not the whole story. Artists like Dolly Parton and Taylor Swift have shown that country can be progressive, supporting causes like LGBTQ rights and speaking out on social issues. The genre actually has deep roots in both Black and white communities, and its influence stretches far beyond any one political camp. So, country music is way more diverse and dynamic than the stereotypes suggest. Hip-hop in America isn't just about beats and rhymes. It's also a reflection of the country's complex social landscape. While the genre has roots in activism and progressive movements lately, some rappers have started embracing conservative values, shaking up expectations. This shift highlights how music can cross political lines, with artists like Nicki Minaj and Snoop Dogg making headlines for their surprising affiliations. It's a reminder that the hip-hop scene is as diverse politically as it is musically, and that personal beliefs often blend with business interests and cultural identity. So, when you hear a rapper speak out, it's not always easy to predict which side of the political spectrum they'll land on. The relationship between hip-hop artists like Nicki Minaj and Snoop Dogg and Donald Trump is a mix of personal convictions, career moves, and sometimes pure opportunism. Nicki Minaj, for example, has recently expressed support for conservative values, which some say may be linked to her efforts to secure U.S. citizenship. Snoop Dogg, who once openly criticized Trump, softened his stance after Trump pardoned one of his associates. In the hip-hop industry, entrepreneurial spirit and self-promotion often overlap with political interests, making alliances and public statements as much about business as about beliefs. This blend of ideology and pragmatism shows how artists navigate shifting political landscapes to maintain relevance and influence. Bad Bunny's halftime show at Super Bowl 60 was more than just entertainment. It was a vibrant celebration of Puerto Rican culture and Latin music. With special guests like Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin joining him on stage, the performance blended global pop icons with Latin rhythms, creating a unique musical moment. The impact was immediate. Streaming numbers for Bad Bunny soared, with Apple Music reporting a 175% increase in plays and 23 of his songs breaking into the global top 100. This surge highlights how major cultural events can drive music trends and spotlight diverse voices on a worldwide stage. The performance also underscored the growing influence of Latin artists in mainstream American pop culture. Bad Bunny's halftime show at Super Bowl 60 didn't just make waves in the music world, it stirred up plenty of political drama too. Some members of the Republican Party and the MAGA movement were quick to criticize his performance, labeling it as anti-American. These critics claimed the show promoted divisive themes, especially around immigration and cultural identity. The backlash even went as far as calls for the FCC to investigate the broadcast. This reaction highlights how major cultural events can become flashpoints for political debate, reflecting deeper tensions about what it means to be American today. After the Super Bowl halftime show stirred up controversy, Bad Bunny responded in his own way. Instead of getting caught up in political debates, he called for unity and pushed back against divisive narratives, especially those centered on immigration. He highlighted his deep love for Puerto Rico, reminding everyone that cultural pride and American identity can go hand in hand. Bad Bunny's message was simple: focus on what brings people together, not what tears them apart. This approach resonated with many, showing how music can bridge divides even in tense times. The All-American halftime show was created as an alternative to the Super Bowl's main event, targeting viewers who felt disconnected from the cultural direction of the official halftime performance. Organized by the conservative group Turning Point USA, the show aimed to celebrate traditional American values like faith and family. Kid Rock headlined the event, but technical glitches, especially issues with lip-syncing, left audiences unimpressed and sparked criticism online. While the show attracted a niche audience, its reception highlighted the ongoing cultural divide in the United States, with many questioning its relevance and production quality. The Super Bowl isn't just a football game, it's a snapshot of America's cultural and political divides. This year, the halftime show became a battleground for two competing visions of the country. On one side, Bad Bunny's performance celebrated Latino heritage and multiculturalism, sparking both praise and backlash. Meanwhile, conservative groups organized their own alternative halftime event, highlighting traditional values. These parallel celebrations reveal how even major sporting events can reflect deeper tensions and disagreements about what it means to be American. The Super Bowl isn't just a football game, it's a massive economic event. Each year, it draws in over 100 million viewers, making it prime real estate for advertisers and big brands. Companies pay millions for a single commercial spot, hoping to capture the attention of this huge audience. But it's not just about selling products. The Super Bowl has become a stage for cultural debates, with corporations often taking sides or promoting messages that reflect and sometimes deepen America's political divides. So, while touchdowns and halftime shows grab headlines, there's a lot happening behind the scenes that shapes both the economy and the culture. Let's talk about how the media and streaming platforms shape the conversation around the Super Bowl. Traditional news outlets and social media amplify every moment, from halftime performances to political controversies, making sure everyone's got an opinion. Streaming services like Apple Music don't just broadcast the event, they track and share data, like Bad Bunny's massive spike in streams after his halftime show, fueling even more debate online. This mix of real-time coverage and viral trends means the Super Bowl isn't just a game. It's a cultural battleground, where every play and performance gets dissected and discussed by millions. So, thanks to these platforms, the event's impact goes way beyond the stadium, reaching audiences worldwide and sparking conversations that last long after the final whistle. The Super Bowl isn't just a football game. It's a cultural powerhouse that shapes and mirrors American identity. Every year, millions tune in not only for the sport, but for the halftime show, the commercials, and the sense of national togetherness. It's a moment when music, entertainment, and even politics collide, sparking conversations about what America stands for. The event highlights the country's diversity and evolving values, making it much more than just a championship. It's a snapshot of American society in real time. Let's talk about the documentary Melania, which has become a surprising cultural flashpoint in the United States. While it's raking in millions at the box office, most of its success is concentrated in the southern states, highlighting how entertainment can mirror regional divides. Produced by Amazon, the film has sparked debate not just for its content, but also for its hefty production costs and Melania Trump's role as a co-producer. Critics point out the irony of Amazon investing in a Trump-centric project while simultaneously cutting jobs at the Washington Post, a newspaper known for its opposition to Trump. All in all, Melania isn't just a documentary. It's a reflection of America's ongoing political and cultural fractures, showing how even movies can become battlegrounds for competing narratives. Let's talk about how big business and media giants shape the cultural and political conversation. Amazon, led by Jeff Bezos, isn't just about delivering packages. It's also a major player in entertainment and news. Bezos owns the Washington Post, a newspaper famous for its investigative journalism, but recently, hundreds of journalists were laid off, raising questions about the future of independent reporting. Meanwhile, Amazon is producing high-profile documentaries and films, like the Melania Trump documentary, which is stirring up debate in different parts of the country. When companies like Amazon control both what we buy and what we watch or read, their influence on public opinion and politics becomes hard to ignore. Movies and TV shows often shape how we think about justice, sometimes more than real-life courtrooms do. When a film flips the script and makes the accused prove their innocence, it can subtly change our expectations about how the legal system works. This matters because millions of people watch these stories and may start to believe that's how things are supposed to be. Over time, these portrayals can influence public opinion, even affecting debates about actual laws and rights. So, what we see on screen isn't just entertainment. It can have real-world consequences for how society understands fairness and justice. Super Bowl 60 was not just a football game. It became a mirror reflecting America's cultural and political divides. The halftime show, featuring Bad Bunny, sparked both celebration and controversy, highlighting how entertainment can ignite debates about identity and belonging. At the same time, the event showcased the power of music and sports to bring people together, even as disagreements play out in real time. Despite the tensions, moments like these can also signal shifts and inspire hope, reminding us that change often starts in the spotlight of major public events. So, when you look past the headlines and controversies, events like the Super Bowl show us just how powerful pop culture can be in shaping conversations about America's future. Whether it's a halftime show sparking debates about identity or a rival concert highlighting political divides, these moments bring big questions to the surface. They remind us that music, sports, and entertainment aren't just about fun. They're platforms where ideas clash and evolve. In a country as diverse as the United States, these cultural flashpoints can help us understand where we're headed and maybe even find common ground. It's proof that the things we watch and listen to can have a real impact on how we think about society and change.